What's going on? This is ShanGO Ray, okay? AKA Real Deal Ray. This is the Shangodiac 4. Oh my goddamn aquariums. Okay? That's right. This is the Shangodiac 4 Argeo Aquariums. Okay? I believe the title was Your Disappointment Brings Jewels or Gold or something like that. I just forgot. And I just wrote it too. But before we begin, you already know. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. Like, share, subscribe, and thrive. And if I didn't mention, like, share, subscribe, and thrive in that particular order. Okay, that's the order of operations. So you're probably watching, wondering what the hell's going on. I believe it's September 24th or September 25th, 2019. One of those days. All days right now feel like one day to me. So, um, before we get into it, also, don't forget, you know what I'm saying? Cuffing season is definitely coming up, okay? And some of y'all are wondering, are you going to have someone to smack that ass or an ass to smack? Because it's going to get cold soon. Like right now, today was actually very, very warm here in Northern California, and it's I know it's warm in other places too. But we all know that shit's gonna go real quick, especially around the end of October. You're gonna feel that chill to let you know. And by the way, happy uh, fall equinox, happy autumn to everybody. You know what I'm saying? This is the year. This is the time now to gather your crops, so to speak. Okay, the harvest. All right. We also got a new moon in Libra coming up. Okay, and Libra's all about relationships. So, like I said, cupping season is coming soon. And while we still have it, we have the 3-day binding spell, okay? Backed by quantum physics and science, okay? If you want to know what I'm talking about, it definitely incorporates quantum entanglement, okay? Now, I'm not going to get too much or too far into quantum entanglement, but quantum entanglement is definitely real. That's why some of you guys can't get over who you was just fucking on, even if it was like, or who you was in a relationship with. You established that connection, that you actually established that quantum entanglement. So no matter where in physicality you go, there's still that connection. That's why things can be sent and things can be received through that connection. And it's a hell of a drug, okay? All right. So you're going to want to check that out too. Link will be in the description box for that, okay? And now without further ado, let's get into this aquarium reading, okay? So I did do a brief meditation. Actually, yeah, I did want to see who I'm gonna do. So I pulled 3 cards. I'm gonna do 3 videos right now. Aquarius, and then we got Libra, funny enough, because it is about Libra season, I believe, or it is Libra season, and Pisces. Believe it or not, them fish done swam their way to the first batch of videos. I don't understand it myself, but why am I bringing that up? Not quite sure about that either. But so, anyways, did a little meditation here. Already everything laid out, okay, and immediately, okay, certain things were very obvious to me about this reading, about what a lot of you Aquariuses are going through now. Keep in mind, this is for if Aquarius is your sun sign, Aquarius is your moon, because your emotions are your emotions. You can't get away from them. They're with you. Wherever you go, there you are, right? Or if your Venus, if like relationships are something heavy on your mind right now, then, and if your Venus is in Aquarius, you definitely also want to perk up, all right? So as I was saying, um, it's quite interesting here, okay? But I feel like some of this is actually going on right now for a lot of you aquariums out there, all right? But like I said, like the title said, this disappointment that either you're feeling or you're about to feel, that you're at the precipice of feeling or experiencing, um, brings jewels with it. Okay, but you got to put on your mining hat. Another way of saying that, take that off. You got to put on your detective hat. Okay, but we'll get into that. So I'm gonna start here in the middle, just because I love to lick the middle like an Oreo. But these were the three cards in the middle. There's three on top, and then there's three on the bottom. Okay, so as you see, two nines landed smack together like butt cheeks. Okay, but these are butt cheeks of endings. Okay, so I feel a heavy theme here also having to do with an ending, a disappointment. You know, this card right here is actually the first one. I was gonna do this a little bit different, but I'm just gonna freestyle this like the other ones too for this match. Okay, but this is also a card of disappointment. Aquarius, I feel like a lot of you are. I feel like you're feeling, or you're if you're not feeling it now, trust and believe. If you were resonated and you attracted this video into your experience, you know, you might kind of head into a little bit of a bumpy time here with some pessimism. You know, the word of the day for this card is just pessimism and disappointment. Okay, you had some high hopes for something. Okay, and I feel like this is I do feel like a lot of this reading has to do with relationship. Okay, qualities. All right, but I do feel what they're telling me too is also you kind of find yourself, you may not be expressing it because Aquarius is usually, sometimes they don't express it that way, but underneath the surface, oh, it's going on in there. What am I talking about? Negative Nancyism. Okay, that pessimism too. You know what I'm talking about. You may not outwardly express it, but you know what I'm talking about. Okay, now there was some things going on. Okay, I feel also some of you Aquariuses may also have been because something knocked you off your square, disappointed you. I do feel it has to do with the relationship, okay? Whether, uh, and this, let me use this term loosely, all right? Because relationships, we have relationships everywhere. You got your work relationships, you got your social relationships, you got your romantic relationships, and you got your family relationships, okay? Out of these categories, one or more, and some of you got cluster fucks going on, so they're all on fire. Okay. Yeah, you want me to tell you what this card means right now to me, what they're telling me this, what they're showing me actually by way of sensation, I guess you could say. I feel like a crab. A crab. Okay? Queen of Hearts. Crab. But what is a crab known for besides its legs on the side and its pinchers? Its shell. Okay? Now, I feel that whatever has been going on with you is, and though it kind of did come in some shitty work clothes, is actually an opportunity. I feel like something is extracting you from a form of a shell that you've been in. Put it point blankly. Okay? That's what I feel is also like an underlying thing here going on now. What kind of led up to this disappointment though also is there was a change of heart. I feel in some ways like you was starting to feel more positive and doing, whatever, like this whole, like it was like a little frequency change in a way, maybe a short-lived one, but about whatever this situation is with this relationship that you were dealing with. All right. And yes, there could have even been a fire sign involved with this. And let me tell you, don't think I don't know that some of you Aquariuses, this was also a relationship happening at work too with your boss. And I don't necessarily mean a romantic relationship. I just mean, you know, maybe at first you didn't like the boss or you didn't whatever, but now something happened. Maybe you saw him a different light or you've seen a different side of this person and things changed. Okay. And things changed. But if this is also not referring to work here, this is another thing indicating for some reason, for whatever reason, I don't know, I'm just the messenger, you know what I'm saying? But this is another reason also showing me that for some, for you possibly, this has to do with also work because you were the employee, all right? This is an employee. A Jack's an employee also, okay? Might be a little crooked one, but it's an employee, okay? But changing perspectives, storylines here, okay? This is my radio knob. I know most of you don't know about a radio knob anymore because you just press the fucking buttons and shit if you're listening to the radio, but they did exist. So, some of you, the disappointment has to do with what your lover, I'm gonna just say it too also like that, you know what I mean? Like this other woman situation really was like a big in the gut. There was another woman type of situation going on. I'm getting something else, another storyline here, but this other situation kind of shattered your paradigm because for some reason you kind of held this person, your lover, um, on this pedestal and in a way almost like, no, they would never do this. Or maybe you were just kind of too aloof in your Aquarius world that somebody kind of slid in, and you know, this is where I'm also feeling like this really supreme disappointment, all right, because of this ending. All right, now this is the 9 of diamonds, and yes, you can also throw into the mix for somebody out there an unexpected loss of money. But what I see for this is on an unconscious level, you lost brownie points with yourself. You interpreted this situation and somehow attached it to your own self-worth, which was going to be problematic in the first place. Because if this person made you feel like you're the best thing since sliced bread, you still need this other person to feel like that, as opposed to you just already feeling like I'm the best fucking thing since sliced bread. So the same way the pendulum swung one way at one time, because of this disappointment, now it's swinging the other way. And here we are. This is what we're dealing with. This is what's happening. Okay? Yes, it's happening now. All right. But I'm going to close up this shop a little bit. And this is actually leading you somewhere. And for those of you who this is really resonating with, this kind of needed to happen, man. In many, many ways and on many, many levels, this is a wake-up call for you, okay? Because I'm going to show you what's on the top here. This is what you got going on, or this is what you're actually heading into right now, okay? So whether this disappointment happened or when you see it, you're like, well, I don't know, it didn't resonate with me, and then boom, whoosh, I turn a bitch slap across the face. Then it's like, let me watch that video again. He's talking about me. Look. Shh, 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 shh. This is where you're headed. Well, I could say it's definitely a road that has opened up for you, okay? Now, this road is also a road of, you know, it's about time to, you know, I guess you could say this road is paved with a lot of you time. I'm not saying you're going to be a monk. I'm not saying you're not going to deal with anybody or see anybody or anything like that. I actually do see there could be something new starting also. But you need to deal with some things with you first, though. Don't just go using relationships like a drug, okay? Which is what most people do, all right? So there's some self improvement here. So what I see, though, is Aquarium, you, uh, starting to, this also has to do with self identity, too. Because it's about time. In order to really, you're always becoming something. You might as well have a fucking choice in that. You might as well choose at least the direction, up or down, of that evolving or devolving, I guess. It's either going to do one or the other, but it's going to be moving. It's going to keep becoming something else. You are going to keep becoming something else. So I do feel some self improvement going on here. Okay. Also, you're going to get an offer for either another job or some type of work or something. And I do feel that a lot of you Aquariuses are going to say yes, that you're going to say yes. Okay. You're going to be like, I need this right now. Maybe I would have said no to this a month ago when I was dealing with dick face, but right now that we're on hiatus, that I know of, yeah, yeah. This is also obviously a heavy spiritual implication here. Okay. Card of secrecy, card of spiritual initiation. Okay. And I like to always demystify shit as much as I can. So spiritual initiation is a process. Thank you. Not of just letting go, but of letting it be. There's a difference between letting go and letting something just be. Whatever's happening right now, you just let it be. If you want to change something, that's the fastest way to actually change it. Letting go is, letting go can still be letting it be, but letting go is also kind of like sometimes we want to just let it go so we can get rid of it. But when you're really, truly, authentically letting it be, that means if you're feeling depressed right now, feel depressed. Let it be. It will burn itself out fast if you let it be. Authentically let it be. That means don't be like, okay, I'm going to sit here and just let it be so it goes away. No, that's not letting be. You still have an agenda behind it. And you're still thinking of either the past or the future. Okay? But I can tell you right now too, this is going yuck, 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 yuck. This is talking about a whole new relationship with you yourself. Seven of Diamonds. I've been working with the different aspects of Santísima Muerte all by my lonely. And one of them that I worked with before was La Niña Dorado, the gold lady. And some of you have seen her. Gold is the symbol for alchemical transformation. So guess what? That means, see, this is also about, because of this, you actually gain an opportunity to start to learn about yourself. Never before in Aquarium history have you had a chance like this, because you've never been this person to be able to take advantage of this, in a sense that you are going to actually make this disappointment into an opportunity for yourself, versus just, oh, it's disappointment. It's like a bathtub full of diarrhea and you're just going to soak in it. That's what the old you would have did, okay? And that's also why sometimes things would just keep repeating. Maybe it get a little better, make you think it's going to be cool, and then splish splash, I was taking a bath, okay? All about a Saturday night. Anyways, it gets better. It definitely gets better. And I say right now to you that this is the doorway to something great, starting with you first. And I know it doesn't really feel like it at this very moment. but let it be. Peace.